guys, you believed. You're one. And I hope you learned something tonight. You can do anything. Oh, yeah. If you believe, you stay together, you fight, you persevere, play after play after play for 60 minutes. You can do anything.
Outside 30, and it's blocked again.
Hi, everybody. Welcome into the Clemson Football Show here in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts on Saturday. What a thrilling victory, 27-21. Tigers beat BC. Congratulations to Dabo, Swinney. How about that? Your first win as a head coach, and, of course, a signature thrilling win at that.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, nobody said it would be easy, and, you know, it certainly wasn't easy today. And, you know, I'm so proud of the football team, our fans, you know, do something that hasn't been done since 1958 and never here at Chestnut Hill. I couldn't be prouder of these players and our coaches.
For all that you've been talking to the team about and emphasizing with the ball club over these 3 or 4 weeks or so, all that character and all that perseverance really came out in the fourth quarter when you fell behind after leading at 1 point, 17-0, then came back and got the win.
Well, I've been for 2 weeks or however long I've been doing this, I've been hitting that tree in the same spot. You know, just keep hitting the same spot in the tree. And it finally fell today. Yep. It finally fell. These kids have believed. They've been all in. And I talked to them before the game about poise, you know, winning with class and expecting to win and a mentality. I've been talking about that all week and playing 60 minutes. We made mistakes, but they found a way to win, and that was the goal today, was to find a way to win the game.
Yeah, this was a textbook game for showing character coming back. When we look at the highlights momentarily, you're going to see great examples of that. Much more to come when the Clemson Football Show continues after this.
Next, we'll check out this week's first half highlights. Brought to you by Bilo, the official supermarket of Clemson Athletics. By Coca-Cola Zero, real Coke taste and 0 calories. By Allstate, you're in good hands. And by Ubi. Ubi fits you. Ubi is for life.
Back on the Clemson Football Show, big win for the Tigers against BC. The first victory for a Clemson team against a Boston College team since 1958. And this one was for the O'Rourke McFadden Trophy for the first time. So you got yourselves a piece of hardware in the process.
Yeah, it's a big trophy, and I almost dropped that thing over there in front of our fans, but I recovered. So I'm really proud that we were able to represent Clemson with a win.
You had 2 weeks between the last game and the game on Saturday to kind of put some more into the offense. And, you know, straight ahead is how I would describe the offensive attack. You guys just kept attacking, going downfield, really not that much out in the flat, or at least nothing that didn't get you positive yards.
Well, we did some things up front to give ourselves a little bit better chance against these guys. They're hard to run the ball on. You know, the game plan was to try to get our skill in space, and we were able to do that. But we were able to hit some things downhill on them.
Yeah.
They made some adjustments on some of our outside running game, which allowed us to you know, take advantage of some things inside.
Our first half
of our
highlights.
offensive line.
Yeah, the highlights in the first half presented by Arthur State Bank, the king of free. And early on, the defense was tested and really came through.
The defense played great today. We just had a couple of, you know, probably the biggest thing I can remember was they hurt us with the draw once or twice, and then fourth down, we missed a sack right before they scored a touchdown. But they answered the call all night long, and they hit some guys. DeAndre McDaniel had a couple of hits. I didn't know if the guys were going to get up.
Yeah, and in one case, a real decisive hit later in the game.
Nice job here.
Yep.
By Chris Clemens, you know, getting the tackle on a nice play by them. This was a great block by James Davis and Tyler Grisham outside, which set this play up. You know, that's what C.J. Spiller can do. There's Aaron Kelly downfield hustling, trying to make a block. But it all started with a very unselfish key block by James Davis. That's that's what it's all about.
56 yards on the play.
Speak of James Davis, here's Thunder doing his thing, and downhill, another good job blocking inside, and James Davis did the rest.
Nice job to run away from the defender right there. 7-0 ball game. Earlier you turned it over at midfield, you denied them points, and then you take the lead moments later, so you're up 7-0. Look at this hit.
How about old Nelson Ferber? He's as tough as they come. Doggone it, ball's on the ground in the red zone. We got to get that ball. But defense playing very, very well.
But you do get the ball back, good field position. Cullen did a nice job creating space, and here he finds a receiver underneath. Jacoby Ford. Was that Grisham?
That's Grisham taking a good hit, and and gave us a chance to put a little bit on the punt. He had a 3rd and long situation there. This is again CJ returning the punt, doing a nice job, really nice job here. And then coughs it up. And that's we can't do that. We cannot give the ball away, and that's got to be something that's got to stop if we're gonna make a run at this thing.
First quarter continues. Moments later, they cough.
That's what it's all about. It's offensively, it's protecting it, and defensively, it's getting it. And our defense did a great job of getting the ball. What a big play, throw and catch here by Cullen and Tyler Grisham. Something we felt like we would be able to hit, and it was nice to see us execute. And then right back again, a different way, same type version play, and CJ Spiller does the rest. And almost got in there.
And then what a great fake sold by Harper right
great job by Cullen. Good read. That's a little zone read, and he did a nice job of hitting it tight to give us a touchdown.
Now, Chris Crane, their guy, you must have had more quarterback hurries today than you had all year combined in that game on Saturday.
Well, he gets rid of it quick. That's what they do. And so our defense did a good job of pressuring, and for the most part, when he did complete them, we were hitting him. We were tackling him.
You maintain a 14-0 lead in the second quarter. They miss a field goal. Here, again, underneath in the defense, and they're good tight end, and you don't let them get yards after the catch.
Which is critical against these guys. So Cavell Connor, I remember that one right there. He left his feet earlier in the game, and right here he just ran right through the guy. And there's some gang tackling. Kevin Alexander, DeAndre McDaniel making plays. Nice job by Cullen working the pocket there.
So as you get closer to halftime, trying to move the ball downfield.
This was a play we designed where we had 2 posts, and we had Aaron Kelly coming across the field, and we knew we would be able to high-low. We'd either hit Aaron or CJ underneath. They dropped underneath Aaron, and we hit CJ, and he did the rest.
You talked about a CJ is a step faster on the artificial surface, and he showed that Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get all of our games moved to our practice field, see if we can play on this field turf. He seems to like that stuff.
Late in the half, you end up settling for a Buckholz field goal, but still 17-0 at the break on the road. Certainly a great way to go into the locker room.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Welcome back to the Clemson Football Show. The Tigers the win in Chestnut Hill against Boston College. Time now for the Napa Chalk Talk segment, brought to you by your Napa Auto Parts store in South Carolina, where Tiger fans get their auto parts. And with a C.J. Spiller play in the first quarter, set up the opening touchdown. Even though it was an end around from left to right, it reminded me of the play his freshman year here when you threw a little swing pass to him.
Yeah, we call that Sammy. And we ran the old Sammy play, and it's I'm glad you chose this play as the chalk talk play, because this is a great example of team play and guys being unselfish and understanding if they do their job, good things can happen.
You really had somewhat of a misdirection element in the offense, and this is an example of it in the game Saturday.
Yes, right here. Really proud of, as you watch this play, you'll see where James Davis made a key block, very key block of the play. And we're trying to get to the grass, and then you'll see Tyler Grisham with a big block, and you'll see Aaron Kelly downfield with a block. Guys hustling, being unselfish, and trying to make a difference with the ball and without the ball in their hands.
Spiller did a great job at the end of the play to get some extra yards, but drawn up well by you, Coach Swinney, and the offensive staff. It's Napa Chalk Talk segment, and now we move on to the BB&T Student Athlete of the Week.
Thomas Austin, center, junior from Camden, South Carolina. Yeah, we knew that we'd be thrown into the fire against Alabama, and kind of, and then after that, we had 3 or 4 game stretch there where we got more experience and played some smaller, 1AA schools, which is good for us to get some experience under our belt and start, gelling as a unit. But it's also been tough. We've had several injuries, and we've probably had 4 or 5 different starting lineups, and so that's been tough to adjust. But the guys have really stepped up to the challenge and have done well thus far. All season we heard about how talented we were, but the offensive line, and so I think guys really took that upon themselves and took pride in the fact that we didn't want to be the weak link and played with a chip on our shoulders. And so it's definitely a motivation through the off season and into the summer and through camp, and it's continued to motivate us through the year. It's definitely an adrenaline rush, and not much be said. I think it's one of the most exciting things in college football, and it's definitely unique to our university, and so there's a lot of pride in that. And when you rub that rock, that you got to give 110%, and if you don't, you have no reason touching it. And so you're kind of making a pact with the rest of the team when you do that. I think it's easy as a fan to see the results on Saturday and base your opinion on players or coaches on that. And I think that a lot of people don't know how much work goes into it. And where we start in January and we work all the way through August, and not a whole lot of time off. So it's a commitment that we've made to this program and to each other, and I think it'll pay off for us. Wins and losses are very important to us. No one likes losing, but at the same time, there's a lot of important things that don't show up on paper.
First of all, I want to give what honor should be due, what it should be given to us, and that's Lord Jesus Christ. To come out here and get a win against a tough team like them. We knew they were going to battle back. They did it every time we played them. But our defense held up, and Aaron Kelly made a big play right there at the end to go up. So just goes to show us a lot about the character of this team. We faced adversity at the end. We overcame, walking away with a win.
It was very frustrating. It looked like we had the momentum most of the game, and then it almost felt like, oh man, here it goes again. But I mean, this team has really come together this past couple weeks, and we really talked about how hard we worked and we really deserved to win and to never give up and to play for 60 minutes, because you never know what can happen if you play for 60 minutes. And the team just never gave up, and we were able to make the plays that the other games we weren't able to make.
That was the Carolina Ford Locker Room Report, brought to you by your Carolina Ford dealers. Host of Back on the Clemson Football Show, congratulations this guy, Dabo Swinney, first career win, but not without the drama of the second half. You took a 17-0 lead into the third quarter, and you got the ball first. I know you wanted to maybe keep that momentum going your way there in the third quarter.
No doubt about it. I told the team at halftime that we'd get their best shot, and I wish we'd have played a little bit better, but as things turned out, probably is the best thing for the team that we won the way we did, because hopefully it'll just reinforce that if they believe, stay together, they can overcome adversity. And one of my key things has been playing with poise, and they showed a lot of poise in the second half.
And our second half highlights presented by Hot Springs Pools and Spas. They're #1 for good reason. In the third quarter, a little tunnel screen. Aaron Kelly, he was quiet in the first half. You got him going in the second half.
Going right there with a little 9-yard gain. And here's Cullen right here scrambling around. Missed an opportunity. We've got to make that play right there on a scramble.
Crane, the guy who had the burden of taking over from Matt Ryan, he did a good job just to get 80 yards out of the pocket.
Look at that pursuit. Yeah, that's what you want to see on defense. Guys hustling, and this was just a poor decision. We should have worked the other side of the field, and just the wrong read in our progression.
So they're set up in great shape. Nice extra effort by their freshman Hayden. He gets into the end zone 17-7. Back you come.
Nice job on the perimeter, trying to get the ball on the edge. Aaron Kelly doing a good job. Michael Palmer, Jacoby Ford with a nice play. Good job by Cullen here scrambling. Make it, whoop, pop
nice
it up there. And
you practice that with a wide receiver,
yeah, that's our little tip drill there. Really disappointed here. We got a big third down, and we had a holding call there. Now we're just trying to come back and get a little something going here, get something on the field goal, set up a nice field goal there. If that was a third and long situation, and I believe this is the one we missed.
First one missed this year, yeah.
First miss by old Buck Holtz, and I think later on in the game we came back and kicked one, and I said, "You gonna make it?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Well, we're gonna kick it." And
they went for it on a fake punt, and they got a first down, and that was a pretty key part of the game. But again, your defense just kept responding. They
did a great job pursuing, and never really gave number 10 a chance to get in a rhythm and set his feet. He was dancing around all day, and he's a nifty guy though. Old guy can do some scrambling. How about old DeAndre McDaniel right there?
And Cabell Connor. Boy, 30. They're gonna have nightmares about 33.
Nice job by Tyler Grisham again. Good job blocking by Aaron Kelly, Michael Palmer trying to create a little running game. Great job by Aaron Kelly again. Then Jacoby does the rest. and we were very smart with how we used those bubbles to complement our running game.
You go to the fourth quarter, 10-point lead. At this point, you weren't sure if CJ would come back in the game. He had his bell rung, but he does return. However, here's when the defense steps up again. Look at that.
Scotty Cooper in there, Kevin Alexander, all those guys running a stunt here with Ricky Sapp coming around, and man, this guy's got Darrell Scott and Sapp chasing him. He's looking for somewhere to get rid of it.
Now, fourth quarter progressing. Again, it seemed like the clock
right
wouldn't wind down, and then dangerous right here, and the punt block.
That's a shame. We had a little bust, had a busted assignment on the punt team there, and you know that was a very critical part in the game. Momentum's a big thing, and you know C.J. Spiller answered with a great return to give us a chance. We throw the pick right here. And, you know, again, these are mistakes that we've got to correct if we're going to, you know, win some games or down the stretch here.
Wes Davis had the interception, set him up in fine fashion.
Great job here by the defense. I believe that was set up, was this the fourth down where they threw the touchdown? We got him sacked. You know, we got to make that play. Got to make the play. But they, you know, good job by them making a play to take the lead. And then, you know, here, you know, CJ's going to make a play to set us up here to have a chance to win the game. And
you can just tell, I mean, there's almost like just concern among all the coverage guys because they know just one glimpse of daylight for CJ, and he's gone 64 yards to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice, not a poise by the offense here. This is a big throw and catch by old Michael Palmer. Cullen Harper putting it on the money, and then how about this play by number 80? How about that?
Wow, great catch.
You know, he breaks a record that's been here for about 50 years, and he dropped the game winner last year, and now he catches the game winner.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what football's all about.
And look out, great concentration. He's got the man there. Now, it was going to be a pass interference anyway, but he only needed to get one foot in.
I think he got them both in.
Yeah, looks like it would have been an NFL touchdown.
He told me when he came up, he said, Coach, it's a touchdown. How about this hit right here?
And you feel badly for Clarence Megwa, who suffered a serious injury, but DeAndre McDaniel, good clean hit.
Daquan Bowers scrambling around getting that ball. DeAndre McDaniel, Tallahassee, Florida. What a hit right there. Look at James Davis. This is what I call taking the game over and putting the team on your shoulders. Big time kick by Buckholz. You know,
look at Michael Wade celebrating. He knew it was good.
We had a lot of talk on whether we should kick it or go for it, and I said, you know, we didn't come up here to play scared. And Buck told me you can make it, and I said, well, go make it. And
great job by everyone from Rediger, the snapper, all the way through everybody else. And so now they're in a situation they got to try to get something going. You dime them. That's the fourth down play that was out of bounds. And look at that. What a great win. Your first as the head coach. 27-21, and in a day that had become about 40 degrees, you get a little bit colder.
Hey, nothing like some orange Gatorade. It was sweet, better than water.
And now it's time for our Smile Play of the Game presented by Delta Dental. And boy, what more can you ask?
Well, we knew the play we wanted. In fact, me and Billy Napier both said, hey, we're going to run this play here, and right at the same time. And you know, Cullen gave Aaron a chance to make a play on the ball, and so proud of Aaron Kelly. What a great throw and catch by these two young men. You know, who again, you know, he doesn't make a catch last year, and he comes back and makes the game winner and breaks the record. You know, so
50th career touchdown.
Just really proud of Aaron Kelly and what he's accomplished here.
And think about it. Harper made a bullet pass to Palmer to set that up, made that play, coming off having thrown 3 interceptions in the ball.
That's what it's all about. It's about the next play. And if you make a mistake, you know, you don't let it haunt you. And number 10 kept believing, and he made 2 money throws right there when all the chips were all in. They were all pushed in on the table. So I'm really proud of Cullen and 80.
And now it's time to go inside the huddle. C.J. Spiller with a memorable kick return of 64 yards to set up the go-ahead points. He talks about it.
I knew they were going to probably try to kick it over there to Jamie, so we had been working on it all week about switching, and you know, I just tried to make a play, you know, and I just seen them overflow, and I just tried to use them speed much as possible, and that's just what Coach Swinney and them expect out of me. They expect me to make a big play, but I got to give credit to my guys up front for making those blocks. Jamie made a good block on number 35 to spring me loose, and I just tried to do the best, do the rest of it.
Well, you got your first win, 1-1 under you. The ball club now 4-4 overall, 2-3. You go to Florida State. Just real quick, though, you had your game decided at the wire. Wake had to win in overtime. Georgia Tech won by 3 in the ACC, and Miami won in overtime. So a heck of a Saturday in this league. It just shows you what it's like week in and week out.
It's college football, and you know, I'm blessed to be doing what I'm doing. I'm so thankful to have the opportunity to lead this team and this program. Thankful for our fans traveling all the way up here, and nobody said it'd be easy. And at Florida State, you know, we'll be ready. We'll have to go down there in their backyard, and you know, I think they're number 3 defense in the country and playing much better on offense. So be a huge challenge for us, and but we'll be looking forward to it.
Big battle next Saturday for position in the ACC Atlantic, and certainly should be a heck of a ball game. Tigers go at it against the Florida State Seminoles. We'll see you same time next week on the Clemson Football Show. For Coach Dabo, Swinney, Pete Hannity saying so long. We'll see you soon.
Sponsored by Bilo, the official supermarket of Clemson Athletics. By Hot Springs Pools and Spas, #1 for good reason. And by Gatorade. It's in the Tigers. Is it in you?
Cuts outside 30.